Hello, and yeah, welcome to a new season here. All right, we've got Chaos Dwarfs we're playing against with our Skaven, so not ideal. Oh, looks like they've already played some games as well. Not that that's a huge deal. I guess we could take a babe. It would cut into our money a little bit, but it might not hurt. They've had a draw. They've got one guard, which could actually be quite handy. Only one reroll. And two centaurs. Okay. Yeah, let's get one. I'm sure we'll regret that after the game when we can't afford to get something, but... real fast look at our team. We are running a couple of blockers, Storm Vermin. I'm actually using a Rat Ogre because we're going to play this season a little bit for fun. I don't know, with it being this time of year, I don't know exactly how many games we'll get in, so we're just going to play it for fun a little bit. So we've only got two gutter runners, two rerolls. We did get two rerolls and an Apo. We've got to throw it. Maybe I should have got three rerolls. I probably should have just got three rerolls. But then your gutter runners die in the first game, so... You know, Skaven could theoretically survive off two rerolls anyway. We'll see how we do. But yeah, I'm just going to try and not worry too much about results. We had a pretty solid season with the High Elves last time, although obviously it was cut a little short. Pretty much my the house woes here continued. Well, it was a combination of the house woes continuing, and we had a wedding to go to out of state, and then we went on vacation to the mountains. So, you know, there's been a lot going on. But yeah, we haven't had heat for the last couple of weeks here either, so that's been well, maybe longer than that. It's been exciting times. But I'm back and ready to play a bit more now. See how many games we get in. I kind of knew that we maybe weren't going to get a ton of games in with the High Elves. We'll see how we do with the Skaven. I'm playing Skaven because, you know, they're always kind of fun. It could go disastrously wrong. But that's the point of Skaven, right? They are highly unreliable. See how we do. Oh, I'm in attack. Okay, I should pay attention to what's going on here. I very nearly set up there for the wrong thing. So at least we didn't do that. I feel like I do that the first game we play with everybody. I think it's just because I'm not quite, you know, I'm a little rusty having not played for a few weeks now. Okay, that feels like a reasonably sensible setup. Let's see how we do. Okay. Not devastating, but I'm not going to complain either. Let's go conservative here. Because I think once we grab the ball, we can only get to here anyway, so yeah. Alright, we'll start with this. Excellent start. And we'll pop this guy. Not quite as good. We can now 3 dice him there. Very nice. No armor break, but no big surprise there. We'll kind of move in to help protect him a little bit. Okay, it's not a terrible start here. Solid. Alrighty. No real plan as of yet. I don't know if I have to do this fast or slow. It kind of depends on how his defense is. And possibly how well our armor holds. Now, what was the injury on his team? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It must have been an injured hobgoblin, I guess. So, not a big deal for him. If it'd been a chaos dwarf, then replacing that with a hobgoblin is not ideal, but I think he's okay. Okay, the counter's done. Is he going to press the centaur around? No, it looks like he's going to play it conservatively there. Be nice if they had a, a season without Chaos Dwarfs one time, just to see how it went. You know, I can't even join the club of people just using Chaos Dwarfs because I don't have access to them, unfortunately. Looks like pretty solid play on his part as to how he's set up here. Let's see, what do we want to do? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try this. And then come back around for the assist. Let's just go ahead and move up to here. Don't want to get caught too far away from our team. A little bit risky if this goes wrong, obviously. Let's see, what have I got here? It's a 1 dice. Very nice. We'll stay. Just got to keep getting those blocks and then hoping that their armor breaks. We're getting more blocks than him currently, so seems like sensible to keep that going. We can't get another assist in there, so I think you are going to push up. Okay. Not as good as we'd like there, but what can one do? It was a 1 dice after all. The fact we're getting 3 dices with the rat ogre has been nice, but I expect we're going to have to transition at some point. He just got up. Okay. That's fair, actually. Go for the gut runner with that guy, because you've still got to block with this guy. I'd like to start blitzing the hobgoblins, but they're kind of hanging back right now, so it's not necessarily easy. So he's definitely given up some blocks, but it's not the worst idea when you've got Unvalue 9 and your opponent only has 2 rerolls and only 2 guys with blocks, so we're probably going to make some block switch and just have to hope that we don't get the dreaded both down skulls situation. Coming in for a slightly risky assist here. We'll follow that. So now we're in a dodgy area for sure. Do have a blitz somewhere. That went well. That went well. There's nobody there, right? Nope. So that's still a 1 dice there, so we have to make this block as a... Yep. Well, it was always going to happen at some point. There's worse times that could have happened earlier in the turn, to be honest. But had we have done that, we'd have got a 2 dice there, which would have made this a lot more of a solid situation. Are we safe? No. I think he's doing this so that he can block both these guys down with these 2 guys. But if he just went here, he could potentially block them both down as well. He just might. Yeah. It's tricky. We do at least have bodies kind of surrounding the area. Yeah, actually, he could just bring this guy here to get the assist. Okay, interesting. So as of right now, everything is 1 dice, apart from, like, this guy. Okay, I see. That's nice, yeah. I just suddenly realized he was trying to chain push, and it works nicely. So this could be exciting. And indeed it is. Probably, no, pushed it backwards. He's not stuck on anybody either, unfortunately. Probably just go here. Well, probably wants to mark this guy up at some point, because if he gets too crazy over here, there is the potential of a reverse play. Maybe. Maybe not a good one, in fairness. Okay, so how would we deal with this? Because there is not a lot going for us right now. So I'm just trying to do some thinking here. Yeah, this is going to be hard to get away, so I think we have to attempt the retreat. Which is a hard thing to bring oneself to do. But I think playing the safer game makes more sense. You stay for the assist. Oh, hello. I think he's got an Apo. He does. Didn't use it though. So now where is safe? I mean, nowhere is safe, but I guess the next question is where is okay. Okay, I still have the blitz technically. I don't see a better place to use it. I guess that works. Oh, that definitely works. Okay, I think that's as good as we can do. That was one of those situations, we'll see if it turns out to be a good decision or not, where I thought about doing the crazy play where we pick up the ball, dance through the middle and throw it to this guy who's up here. But I didn't feel like I could cover him enough. It felt very much like the absolute desperation play and I didn't have any way of guarding him. So in the end, taking the fullback position, even though it's kind of late in the half, felt like the sensible thing to do. It's not safe, but it's safer, I think. It's always hard to know when to go for the let's get out of here play and when to go for the let's try and bide our time play. But I'm definitely happier with our situation than I think I would have done even if I had managed to get the ball up here. I don't have a plan of what to do next. A lot of that's going to depend on, you know, how he plays this. And obviously he's got this guy. He might blitz him and come around onto us, although that's probably not as effective as one would like. Okay, so he's doing a blitz there. He's just going to kind of cover our escape routes again, which is sensible. Probably step in on that. He's playing some solid defense, honestly. If I was in his position, I'd feel like, well, okay, he managed to escape out of that, but he doesn't really have anywhere to go, so I'd still feel okay about that. Might let that one go, because he's only got the 2 rerolls. It's a tricky one, though, because it frees up a bunch of our guys. So yeah, I can see why he... Because if this guy doesn't stay here, then these guys are suddenly free to move, and that gives us a lot of pitch maneuverability. So I think he's going to squeeze us into the middle here or here. Just kind of keep the bulk of our team inside, because they're not very helpful there. Okay, so who can't really do anything? You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. Got a potential block there. Okay, yeah, I like that actually. We'll move him here. And then what we're going to try is to come this way. Not the best start. I don't know which way I want to go yet, so I'm just going to push him straight. Okay. Now we can just go ahead and push him straight back. Nice. Let's see. So if we go around to here, then we can come into here. This needs to be our next block. Excellent. We kind of need to stay there. Got a 1 dice on this guy. That works perfectly. And then I think we're going to leave these 2. Because they're actually doing good work where they are. Okay, I'm happy with that turn. I'm not saying we're in a great situation here, but we're in an okay situation, I think. A lot's going to depend on how he reacts. We're not quite in scoring range. I mean, this guy is, if we got really desperate in a pinch, but I imagine he's going to be able to bring guys down over here. Or, like, at least, maybe maybe he'll hit this guy and then bring his hobgoblins around to guard the flank, so... And in an ideal world, it's still too early to want to score, but we're kind of at a stage where I think we would just take a score. But I'm happy with our little middle portion here. And a Rat Ogre trading for a Centaur is not the worst trade ever, because he can't really block us down, and our Rat Ogre's unreliable anyway, so just by holding this guy in place, that's not bad. So is he going to contact our players is a question. He doesn't have a lot of guys to do it with. So we may end up with a couple of free guys. We'll see. Okay. This guy is probably going to want to come back across, I think. Okay, are either of these guys going to move, or is he just going to block twice here? Looks like he's just going to block twice. Does he follow? He kind of has to follow for the assist. Oh, the push away is nice. He'd probably follow that now. Okay, so what I'm wondering about here is the big switch up into this space. So we're going to do this. Excellent. That's perfect result there. We can also contact this guy now. Ball, I think, comes through to here. We'll get you through to here. Get you through to here. Might re-roll this. Nope, I'm okay with that. Okay, and I'm just going to leave everything else as is. The centaurs are out of position, which is great. Okay, I'm happy with that switch, and it was a relatively low risk. The worst part of that was having to blitz this hobgoblin, but even if we pushed him, he ends up here, and, you know, I guess we don't get this guy up here necessarily. Well, we might have been able to still. I'd have to have another look at that, because we were pushing him in a good direction for us. So we'll see if we have to score next turn or not. We'll see what kind of pressure he puts on here. The nice thing about this situation is he has to one dice here if he wants to free this guy up. And this guy at best can get next to us. He could kind of blitz this guy down and get on us, which would not be great, but it's still a 2+ with a potential reroll if we need to get away. So where's the blitz? Okay, he went for that. I don't blame him. It's not bad odds, and we've gone for a bunch of 1-dies. So I think he is going to do this blitz onto the Gusser run. No, he's doing a blitz here. Okay. This is interesting. Oof. I think he's going to have enough pressure here to force us to go in. Yeah, we don't have nearly enough stuff here to make anything happen. He's got everything nicely marked up in a way that we can't really get anybody away. I mean, we could kind of try and force it, but we're going to have to make a dodge, which we're going to have to make with this guy anyway. Coming over here isn't really an option, so I think we're looking at just going on in, or attempting to. So he managed to force me to score on turn 7, which is good. Now we get to defend the 2-turner. Monterey Jack getting a first touchdown. Maybe a last, I guess we'll see. I don't like that that failed, but I suppose we get another chance at it before the second half. Could actually... It's going to be a tricky one to defend here. Because we have fast players, but... Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I mean, he's going to be looking at either his Centaur or Hobgoblin. The Centaur obviously has more movement, but can get stuck down more easily. The Hobgoblins have less strength, but better ball handling. So, you know, we'll see what he goes for. I mean, there's a fair chance that he fails to grab it, but in my experience, you know, you don't get that lucky. He'll grab it. Mark my words. Of all the teams, you shouldn't feel super confident. If I was elves here, I'd feel like, okay, well, I've got a chance of scoring a second one, a pretty decent chance of scoring a second one, but there's so much that could go wrong. With these guys, you should be feeling even less confident, but somehow it doesn't always work out that way. But let's see. He's having a good old think. So he's obviously trying to overload this flank. This guy is like a desperate last guy that we have to cover. Like, he'll run him down, get him in scoring position so we can't ignore him. Oh, the extra reroll is a kick in the teeth. That's a pretty good kickoff result for us, though. Because that's just not where you want it. Anything over here is okay. This is not ideal. Any pushes here are good as well, because although he can push it in, it's less easy to kind of get as strong a flank as you'd want here. So the reroll, good for him, because now he can use a reroll both turns, which is huge. The kickoff placement and this is good for us. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how he's going to do this, because he also has to, is he going to try and throw it this turn, or is he going to try and hold it on this guy? In which case, how's that going to happen? How's he going to hold it without it being threatened? And I don't know. Only time can tell. Oops. There we go. So he's trying to use that. Okay, so the fact that the blitz came on that side is also really good. So he's going to defend it by just kind of putting a little line in front of it. Popping this guy down for a scoring threat, and then probably means these guys are going to get in position first. But then that means obviously a very long play to get it over to them. Is he going to just put the centaurs down here and you pull the hobgoblin back to use as a handoff point? Oh, is he gonna use? Is he just gonna pop the hobgoblin down here and just use the hobgoblin as a scoring threat? 6. Reroll gone, but that's why you got one. We don't have 2 turns, do we? No, we just have 1 turn. Still, I think we can make this kind of awkward. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, boom. Very nice. Not quite. Can you get on it? You could with a dodge, so let's cover our other situations here. Where do you want to go? Probably here if you're willing. Nope. Okay, so I think we have to cover this. And this, make it hard for them to go help out over here. Well, you can get up there as well, huh? You're probably better off covering that. I'm gonna follow just so he doesn't have anything to do with that guy. Very nice. Solid. Okay, so this is not out of the realms of possibility, but it's tricky now. He might have given up on it. No, he's going for the old... he's going for it. I mean, there's no huge reason not to. Alright, so we've gone into... I didn't even see what happened there. I thought I heard him getting up, but I may have been imagining. No, he got up. Perfect. Alright, so that set up how we were going to set up in the first half. Before I forgot what I was doing. I think we actually will pop in the Rat Ogre in the front. It's not to say that he's not useful, he obviously is, but you know, if he wants to commit all the resources to taking him down, it does kind of squeeze, like, what, 4, 5, 6. It would squeeze 3 of his guys in to take him down, so I don't think he's going to do that, but he may. I've got to stop doing that. There we go. So, for the moment, and this will probably change pretty quick. Oh, he's gone for a very aggressive setup here. Looks like he's going to try and score straight away. Okay, we got the reroll this time. Being able to field a full... Yeah, hey, quick draw. Yes, fielding a full Skaven team, I am a bit surprised. Every time there was an armor break, I was... But it may not last. Okay, so far so good. And not only that, they're down 1 dwarf, which is excellent. But they did, I mean, I think in fairness, you know, I'd have to check, but I think we were getting the lion's share of the blocks early on. It did start to even out as the half went on, and we had to be a bit more, you know, man marking and whatnot, but... Alright, 2 stuns, we'll take as many stuns as he wants to give us here. Because stuns come back. Gives us something to work with. It looks like he's going for a Hobgoblin Ball Carrier. I'm never sure. I think overall I prefer that. Like, I'm happier to face that, because if we can get on him, we've got much more chance of taking him down. Downside is we've got these 2 strength 4s to get through. Okay, so 3 stuns. Obviously not perfect, but hey, they'll come back. It's the annoying thing about Skaven linemen. I don't think we can really get a solid hit on him. Is that safe? Yeah, okay. Okay, so... I really don't have a plan here. Could try and knock over a centaur, I guess. Try and decide if that's worth it. We don't have a lot else going for us, and if we can get the centaurs out, that's great, obviously, so let's go for it. Very nice. We'll just push him into the line and follow, because then I think we've got enough movement to get on the ball carrier. Let's make it a bit juicy if he wants to. Okay, he's only going to do things if he's allowed to block, apparently, which, you know, is pretty standard. Let's bring We've got one blitzer over there. Let's bring you over. We'll just hide this gutter at the back for the moment, and I think we're going to attempt the ever reliable dodge back here. Okay. So he kind of has to blitz here, which is nice. That's his only block of the turn, which is also nice. But our team's kind of spread out. We're kind of using our downed guys as helpful roadblocks to stop him getting through here. So that's kind of allowed us to spread our team a little bit by these guys being kind of spaced out this way. So yeah, the blitz coming up here means he's not really advancing very far. Oh, that's nice as well. I don't think he's going to re-roll that. He'll probably just have to hit him with the hobgoblin to move him off. Which isn't the end of the world. You can just bring this guy here, and then this guy's, you know, just fine. I think I'd bring this guy over first, just in case. Okay, he's all good. Push him this way, I guess? Yeah. So that's nice, because now the ball carrier is also sort of nailed in place, so not a lot of advancement on the first turn. See if he kind of tries to get amongst our guys, which wouldn't be the worst idea. Maybe bringing one guy here would lock two guys in. That wouldn't be a bad idea, straight off the bat. Oh, somebody's coming over here. Is it this guy? Oh, it's the centaur. Okay. If he does this, it does kind of leave this side open a little bit, but maybe not something to fear greatly. I think we do have to stand these guys up. I kind of want to get in there. I might push up into that space a little bit. Could even do it with the yeah, he wouldn't get into a good position doing that there. Do we just do this instead? That could be fun. I think that's what we're going to try, because these centaurs are kind of being a bit of a pain here. I'm going to stand you up first. This guy being here doesn't... Well, actually he might provide a benefit, because we are going to get onto guard doing this, so I need to be a little bit careful. I think we'll just bring you in. I don't want to get this guy too far across the field, in case he decides to do the old switch. See how he's going to behave for us. Okay, excellent. So we've got a 2 dice here. Didn't go exactly according to plan. Oh, you haven't moved, so... But we don't have an assist if we do that. So that wasn't perfect in the end. I think we'll get you out and around. Let's get you providing an assist here and see what happens. Okay. Just trying to make sure I don't kind of outposition myself. It's not always easy. So you're going to find a way to surface here. It's kind of dangerously close to the edge, but then that said, we have a rat ogre over here, so we like to play the edge game potentially more than he does. Like if his centaur stands up right now, that's just a push out, so as things stand anyway, unless he finds a way to... He might try and look to knock the centaur over. I mean the centaur. Yeah, if he... Oh, is he? No, I don't see a way to surface. I'm just trying to make sure. He can chain push us here. And if he does, he would get a 1 dice at least, I think. Okay, he's just going that way. Okay, okay. Who did he push? This guy? Yeah. We're both playing a little bit of a dangerous game here right now. So he's going to stay so he can get the 1 dice here. Although he could just... Well, yeah, he could move. Okay, he's just doing that. Okay, that worked out nicely. Very nicely. Okay, so what have we got here? I feel like there's a way to push this guy out here. Although the guard makes it tricky. I just don't know that I've got enough players to do it. I mean, theoretically... Okay, so you need to stand up. We're on a 1 dice for that guy. Okay, we just knocked him over instead, that's fine. Because it means we get out of contact at least. So what are we doing instead here? I'd kind of like to go after this guy. So I think that's what we're going to attempt. Because he's kind of annoying. Is this going to be... No, I think we did this right. Yes, we did. Okay, we didn't get a ton out of it. Very nice. Okay, I'm overall happy with that. I'm not really happy with this, because I do feel like he's going to want to switch sides, but we are a fast team. So if he does decide to go for the old side switch, we do have... Oh, you know what? I didn't think about the fact that he can just come down here. I mean, at this stage, what, we've delayed him 3 turns. He may just be planning on playing for the draw here. Because you don't really want to give Skaven, like, any more than 1 turn. Even 1 turn you don't really want to give them, but you kind of have to. So, okay, it looks like he's considering the reverse. I think I'd rather he take the reverse, because that gives us time to potentially, you know, rejig our forces. And I don't think he can go reverse enough to sort of make ground so much as just clear space. And unless he's blitzing with him, he does have to be careful with this centaur. Okay, that feels reversey. Okay. That's good as well, because that means he didn't really make the ground that he'd potentially want to make, and he can't just drop this guy in here. He kind of basically has to drop him in here. And, you know, if you kind of look at the situation, I wouldn't be surprised if he blitzes one of these guys. But he's got his strong guys on the wrong side of the field, so he's kind of using hobgoblins to do this, which is kind of what we want, because hobgoblins are sort of among his weaker guys, or albeit his faster guys. Oh, that's a reroll gone as well. Sweet. So he's used a reroll and hasn't really made it much ground. I'm thinking this guy might just try and dodge out at the end of the turn, because he's really not got much to lose with that. He's not doing anything where he is. Ooh, okay. Don't mind if we do. Okay, so let's have a look here. What have we got going? He's definitely made it safe for the moment, but we can also definitely pressure into this quite nicely. Theoretically. Let's get somebody around here in preparation, because there's always a chance that a block goes wrong here or something. So we don't want to be caught with our whole team across the field if that were to happen. So we try this first. Okay, not what we'd ask for, but it does kind of clear the path a little bit. 4, 5, 6. Now it's at... It's a bit further than we'd like to go now. Which means I guess we're blitzing with this guy. We'll bring him in here because he kind of helps. If this guy fails, he at least kind of keeps these guys in position. No, I don't really like that. We got to be cognizant of the reverse. I think we're going to bring this guy in here just to keep the pressure up in this area in case this goes wrong. A push here, I guess, would not be ideal, but not be the worst thing ever either, because we can still get a guy on his ball carrier, which is annoying. And then, are you willing to behave? Where do we want to go with this? That's not ideal, but also not the worst. Gets our ogre up in the mix. Okay, I'm not sure about this now. The reverse was good for him in the sense that it's kind of spread our team a little thin. And he does have some pacey guys on the field, albeit one of them is on the ground right now. No, I think this is kind of okay for the moment. But we didn't knock anybody over, which means he's got a full team to kind of do what he's going to do here. Okay, if what he's going to do is push us back, then that's okay. Are you going to go here for the assist? He held off, so he's going somewhere for for some reason. Oh, he's going to do the full wraparound, huh? Oh. Somebody else is going to come over for the assist, I guess. Oh, that's some wild stuff there. Red dicing that tells me that he is feeling not confident about the situation. I mean, I know it's with block and everything, but it's still red dicing. If you roll a skull, you roll a skull. Okay, so this guy's probably going to come here for the assist. His guard is currently blocked off though, and this guy is still out of the way. He won. Okay, he's just playing risky now, and it's working. For the most part. Okay, that didn't work though. Okay, so what have we got going on here? We don't have a way in as of right now. I think we need to get you more involved again. And I think in a weird way, I might be happy for this guy to do the marking here. Let's see. We've got a lot of not ideal blocks here. I'm a little worried he's going to run away from us here. Where's our other storm vermin? Okay, you're a storm vermin. And we brought one in here. Okay, so they're kind of close to the action. Oh, that's nice. I think I'm going to push him there and just straight up follow in. I'm a bit worried he's going to try and run down here, so I'd like to free somebody up to get down there, but we'll see how that goes. Oh, that made that... okay, that's nice. Excellent. You don't help by going any further, so you can stay. Okay, so we bring this guy in here because it kind of blocks this guy in place. And he has to blitz to get out, which I like. Nice. Okay, and then you're doing good work just by standing there. Okay, I'm happy with that. He can definitely push out of here, but it's not easy. He's down to 1 reroll. A lot of his guys are stood up. He doesn't have a lot of maneuverability, and we do potentially have a few guys standing at the back ready to do stuff, so... Yeah, and the reason this guy stood here was I knew he was going to get 2 dice, but that's 2 guys that now aren't doing anything. I feel like he's going to try and blitz through here and then maybe dodge round? Sideline cage, maybe? Or even just kind of come here and just get the guy here. Although we are Skaven. And what I mean by we are Skaven is we're fast, so we can kind of run around that kind of thing in a way that, like, some teams can't. Yeah, I feel like this guy's come in here. Although that would be a GFI, so maybe here. Okay, he made the dodge. Sadly. Yeah, you have to go here, basically. And then I imagine he's going to try and dodge this guy around here, and if that works, then he's quids in. Last reroll? Nope. Okay. So we have a chance at getting this, I think. Okay, I'd rather fail it later on. Let's do some housekeeping first. Okay, so it's potentially on. I'm gonna bring this guy in here. Okay, he's got the same role, so... Okay, good start. What else am I willing to do here? Okay, I think I have to go for this now. I moved this guy, unfortunately. Let's see. I don't really want it to go off the field. Okay, that's a nice injury for him as well. Okay, I also didn't want it to go next to that guy there. Nice. Okay, you've behaved better this half. Oh, he does have a whole goblin lying around there. Wow, that's a long name. Can he... I mean, he could push us onto the But I mean, we'll just have to see what he does. We haven't counted everything, but that was pretty solid. I wish I hadn't moved this guy first, but I had to protect this in case I fell over. I needed to keep both of these guys as tied up as I could, so that they had to blitz out. This is why they get break tackle so early, because right now they're great, but they're just so easy to tie up. And you can kind of tell this guy has been tied up the entire half. Okay, so that frees up this guy. I'm feeling like this guy is going to come blitz us. 1, 2, 3. Probably off the ball actually, so this guy can just grab it. But then where does this guy go is the question. Oh, there goes Edam. How many are we down now? I have not been. Okay, 2 down. I don't. Yeah, no. I think I would do the GFI and push him that way. Could push him on the ball and then push him off the field. No, he went for there. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Ooh, it went well. Are we going to lose a Storm Vermin straight away? You know it. Well, as I always say, it wouldn't be game 1 for us if we didn't have somebody die instantly. I kind of... Part of me wants to go back and find a game where, you know, like look through our last few seasons and see if we've ever had a game where that hasn't happened. It's what happens when you over excel as well and get 2 SPP for taking somebody out. What can you do? We played as sensibly as we could. We got an Apo. I mean, we did as much as we possibly could, and still we lose a Storm Vermin, which is going to put us way behind on composing our team. But such is the way of things. I feel like unless he gets some crazy rolls now, we probably at least have a good chance of winning. Oh, that said, if he goes and picks up the ball, that could change. Well, that's what he decided to do. Okay. Don't think this guy can get there. This has got pretty wild all of a sudden. I think the best you can do is just go here. Can anybody get over there? Not really. What to do here? You've actually got pretty good agility. Yeah, that works. We've got a reroll, that's why I'm doing all this stuff now. Because why not? Okay. Oh, technically we could theoretically score, but only with this guy. The good news is, if we do somehow get that chance, it'll be on the very last turn, so there's not too much to lose. We can't sort of give away a touchdown by trying it. Well, as per usual, I'd say good first game, minus that one little problem of having a Storm Vermin die. But you know what? It keeps our team value lower. We play low team value teams. I'm okay with that. High team value is fun, but it, you know, obviously keeping track of all the skills and how they all are interacting just, you know, takes a lot of work. There is something nice about playing at ridiculously low team values. So we put the prehensile tail on him as well, just to make this a bit harder. Nice. Well, we've got to go for the touchdown there, surely. And maybe more importantly, we should just go for the throw here. Because the SPP on the gutter runner is kind of more important. Oh boy. Again, I think this is probably more important than the touchdown. So if it fails, you know, it fails. But it's on a hobgoblin, so why not? Okay. And then one way or the other, the game is ending. Classic. Oh, double sixes on the injury. Nice. No long-term effect. I don't think you could find a more Skaven way to win the game there. But honestly, the SPP on the Gusarana was the more important thing there. So how did we do here? A 3. That's not really enough for anything. So we'll leave it at a 3. Our lineman got the MVP, their centaur got it. So I'd say they came off better in terms of what they got out of the game. But, you know, result aside. And in fairness, you got to remember results are the all-important thing. And there we have it. So we have our first win. We have some guys that aren't going to show up next game, or indeed ever for one of them. But it was a fun game, honestly. Some fun Skaven shenanigans. We didn't do anything. I don't remember doing anything too crazy. I guess the gutter runner pickups at a couple of opponents were a little exciting, but yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to head off now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you for the next one.